Hey everyone, so I want to make a quick video. I was asked how I was able to make so much money early on, right? I was able to afford a Squire and transitioning over to our Collie by day 4 of the season. And I just want to quickly share what my strategy was for this season to making all my money, at least at the start. So I started off by playing Cold BV. I did it mostly for fun. I died a lot, except I died a lot. But with this strategy, made quite a lot of money with it. You can pretty much do any strategy you'd like. In terms of build, all builds are viable for this. It's just you have to accept that you're going to die a lot. If that's not something you like, then this strategy might not really be for you. But if you're okay using, 3, 4 portals per map, sometimes you don't use any. But if you're okay with dying a lot, this strategy is amazing. I believe I was holding 4 to 5 exalted per hour doing this once I was really going. And for this just being Alch and go, this felt absolutely amazing. The strategy that we're employing is we're just going to be farming altars with Wrath of the Cosmos and with Eldritch Gaze. This is going to make our altars give us a lot of extra currency. Wrath of the Cosmos is going to duplicate all of our Eldritch currency. If we, get 4, will eventually be 100% chance. But it's also going to make us die. This is the thing that makes this really, really difficult, especially since we're also adding essences onto this. This is going to absolutely hurt, but it is so worth it. In terms of tree, I am just blocking a lot of the content I don't want to see. I don't want to see harvest. I don't want to see expeditions. I just don't like that content. I'm a minion build. I can't really deal with Legion. I took out abysses because we're also delirium farming, and with this setup, with Stream of the Consciousness doubling our base chance, and with us blocking so much content, as well as the delirium nodes, you get to see a mirror like every 3 to 4 maps. And because of that, I really don't want to deal with abysses, especially them going backwards, right? This is allowing us to see a lot of content, so I don't want to really see a lot of abysses. Blights, in my opinion, are just too slow. You could do a Blights if you want to. I just preferably don't like doing them. They take too long. They take away from the map. I feel like you make more money just ignoring the Blights. Metamorphs, this season, at least at the start, Metamorphs are basically unkillable, so I just immediately blocked them and never want to see anything to do with them again. And I just dropped Heist just because I don't want to pick any of this up. Obviously, we have Delirium, we have Ritual Altars, and we have Breaches. Both of these are really nice if you have an Essence Mob next to them. You can pop them and then do the Essence Mob at the same time, and the Delirium is paused. Since doing Essences doesn't pause Delirium, you can lose quite a bit of time doing it, and sometimes I felt I had to rush forward through the map to get as much Delirium and then backtrack. These definitely help with it. Other than that, we have just the map sustain package of mountains, skies, seas, and valleys. With singular focus, we have a decent chance to get strands. You don't have to do strands. You could do pretty much any map you want. Cemetery is good. City Square is obviously the best. You could also do Jungle Valley. You could do Tropical Island. Looking back at this, I probably would have done Jungle Valley knowing how my strand sustain was. I think I only got back about 40 to 60% of my strands. So I did have to buy quite a bit, but even with that, I was making quite a lot of money, right? I was holding 4 or 5 exalted. We have the essence package. Obviously, essences, in my opinion, at the start of the season are insane. These were about 50% of my money. I would say 50% it was essences, 30% was embers, and then the other 20% was like the occasional invitation and just like bubble currency that dropped all over the place. I picked up Harbingers. Harbingers are just free juice in your maps. It's really nice with a Delirium. They're also just free XP, right? They're really easy to kill. They spawn a lot of mobs. And they give quite a bit of money. I think maybe every 100 maps or so, I would make like 2 Exalted in just the Exalted shards alone, which 2 Exalted per 100 maps kind of is enough to pay for the maps on their own. So this kind of just takes care of that. And then we just have strong boxes. I like strong boxes. These are just way too strong not to pick up for how little points it takes. And these make you quite a lot of money in return. And obviously we have the Delirium package. Now you might ask yourself why I went Searing Exarch instead of Eater of Worlds. I honestly prefer Searing Exarch more. I like the mobs. I like the I like the altar effects more. On top of that, also everyone is just farming Eater of Worlds. That makes the drops worth a lot less. The mini bosses for Eater, the invitations are worth 1C, while the invitations for Searing are worth at least 15C. And then the boss invitation itself Searing Exarch had sat around in Exalted. It probably still is around in Exalted. Eater of Worlds is sitting at like 80 chaos or so you make a little bit less money. And for me, since I was going with Delirium, it just made more sense for me to go this way. We still want to branch over here and pick up Eldritch Gaze. I didn't pick this up until about halfway through, and I'm an idiot for not doing that. This is insane. This makes the upsides a lot stronger for basically no downside, as long as you can deal with the extra downside, obviously. For me, honestly, I didn't really pay attention to downsides very often. I just picked whatever rewards I liked and then kind of figured out what downside I had afterwards. Wrath of the Cosmos is honestly where we make a decent amount of money, but this is where this becomes very difficult from, so be prepared to die quite a bit. Other than that, yeah, all we have to really do is we just Alch and go strands. All I do is chisel them, I Alch them, I quickly check all of them to see if there's anything on them that I can't do, and then we just put them in the map device, and all we do is we put essence on every single one of them. This is well worth the cost. 3 extra essences on average, like this makes you 20 chaos, so it pays for itself just fine. And since we're running Stream of Consciousness, we don't need any other juicing items just because we can't run them. It makes it very, very free, very, very easy. Your upfront cost for every map is just 5 chaos and some alchemies. That's about it though. It's a really simple strategy. It's very passive. I really like it because I don't have to sit here and juice a lot. I just get to put my maps in and go. I don't like to think too much about juicing. I like just doing the content more. At the end of this video, I'm going to put a quick little sample of what one of my maps look like. I would say this is maybe a bit above average, but this is probably what one in like 3 to 4 maps would look like. All these maps are pretty juicy. All these maps make you quite a lot of money. You get a lot of currency everywhere. It's a wonderful time. I hope you guys appreciate it, and I hope you make a lot of money with it too, at least before the market crashes. If you have any questions, I'm pretty much always live on Twitch. Feel free to come by. There's a link in the description. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.